Hello everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Farida. Thank you for clicking on today's video. If you're new, welcome to my channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're a returning subscriber, a part of the family. Thank you for coming back and stay tuned for today's video. So in today's video, I have a very special guest in this person here, Aya. She's my friend, and so we're doing a video on the pros and cons of living in uni accommodation. We'll be talking about our own experiences of living in private accommodation, which I did, and in uni accommodation, which she did. And so let's go straight into it.
Let's get to it.
The first thing we'll be talking about is the first pro of living on uni accommodation, obviously, in terms of the fact that you have lectures on campus.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I lived in private accommodation, and because of that, I used to like wake up really early to go to uni. But I don't know, what was it like for you?
It was because, I mean, personally for me, it was like 5 minutes away, so it's far less stressful for me to wake up in the morning. So, yeah, waking up early in the morning can be really stressful because you have to rush to get ready.
Okay.
You have to rush to get ready and everything. But for like living on campus is far less stressful, and there's there's not much of an excuse for you to be late as well. And yeah, it's so much more convenient for us to stay in accommodation for one of that reasons.
Also, like, if you live in private accommodation and you live like quite far away from uni, that means you have to commute all the way to uni, which can be very long depending on how far away you live. And for me, actually, I was quite lucky. At some point I lived very close to uni, and that was like super easy for me. But if you live like say 1 hour away from uni and you have to commute, like, that is super stressful. But if you live on uni accommodation like this person, Aya did, like, it was like
This person.
I'm trying to say this person.
Wow, you shared a bed with me.
No, that's not what. Oh, I mean this person, like, in a friendly way, not like in a stranger way. Okay. So like if you lived on uni accommodation like Aya did, for example, that means you would never have to bother about commuting to uni, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's easy.
Yeah, very easy. And the next thing we'll be talking about is the next pro, which is
A night out.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's so much events happening across different flats as well. So if there's parties going on, like for us we have an underground bar, so there's a lot of events happening there. So what happens is basically, I'm not really involved, but so they have like pre-drinks, flat parties happening first. So people will just get off their faces before they go to the underground bar.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know why. But yeah, so, and even then just like normal casual flat parties, through just like words of the mouth, of like group chats as well. We make group chats for like each blocks maybe, or just across the whole residential area, and then we just let each other know what's happening, what events are going on. So it's
Yeah, I mean, it's very nice if you live on uni accommodation because you can drink to stupor, maybe. I don't know if people do that, but
and
obviously
it's so easy to make friends as well.
Yeah, from drinking with other people, you also make friends with them, which is also nice. And when you live on uni accommodation, it's the whole point really is for you to actually make friends and enjoy the whole experience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So for me, I didn't live on uni accommodation. I lived in private accommodation. I didn't really participate in the drinking and the fun things that were going on in uni accommodation, which I actually missed very much. I didn't really go out to enjoy, to like meet other people, to drink and to party and all of that. And obviously, if you can, then you can actually commute to uni and then party with them. But it can be a bit odd if you actually don't really know these people because you don't live with them. So yeah, that is also one pro, and that's also like a con of living in private accommodation, basically. The next thing we'll talk about is the cost of uni accommodation and the cost of private accommodation. So for me, I lived in what are you laughing?
Nothing really. It's just traumatizing. Go on.
Traumatizing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Traumatized to my bank account, really.
How much was it?
It was like 800 a month
That is a lot.
for a small single room, standard single room actually, but with an ensuite. But still, it's 800 a month when there's, like you said, that you live in private accommodation. So there's a lot of private accommodations that have it for cheaper.
Yeah.
You get a bigger room,
Yeah.
and you can
Bigger room, double bed.
And the only inconvenience part is just commuting.
Yeah.
And also probably you wouldn't make as much friends.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like in Aya's room, she had like a single bed, and she had the bathroom in, because obviously it was an ensuite. But in my own accommodation, I paid like £300 in one room actually, and I had a double bed in the room. But I didn't have a bathroom obviously in it. But £300 is quite cheap, and compared to paying £800 for a room. But obviously, living in uni accommodation has its perks, because obviously the view is like so amazing from New Year's rooms, I believe.
Yeah, it's amazing. We get to see the whole River
Yeah.
Thames view
Yeah.
towards Canary Wharf.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like the view is just like super amazing. And there was a time I even like lived, I sort of like stayed over at Aya's place, and even from like just sitting down and just looking at the view, it makes you like want to actually study even more. It sort of motivates you, because it's like, okay, I'm actually here for a reason. And I mean, the view sort of like makes you feel like I really want to do more work. It sort of makes you feel like at home, if you get what I mean. And it was just amazing. And obviously, if you live in private accommodation where you don't actually have that and you pay less money, then I don't know, maybe you have less motivation to study. I don't know, but obviously,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So it does have its perks. So can people stay over in uni accommodation?
Yeah, so what basically means is that we have to go through a process of just filling out a form and let the office know and security know that there's someone staying over, just for like safety reasons, basically. And it's also very good etiquette as well, just to let your flatmates know, just to like, you know, because if we share a kitchen, so it's always good to let them know there's like a stranger in the kitchen, you know.
Absolutely.
It's like,
you don't want to wake up and like, hello, what's this?
Yeah. But it is pretty straightforward. It's just about filling out a form, and half the times, like most of the time, yeah, it would get accepted unless there's a reason not to. I think. Really, I don't know. I can't really think of. If you're just a bad person, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
That's
really
lucky.
know. But yeah, it does get accepted. It's just about letting them know, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, I live in private accommodation where I had a living landlord at some point, and obviously because she was like a shit person, I'm not gonna be shy to say that, and you have to like, I mean, you couldn't really have people stay over, and if people stayed over, she'd be like so uncomfortable with that, even though you had like your own room to yourself and you're paying your own rent. So I think when you want to live in, if you decide to actually go to private accommodation, try not to maybe rent a living landlord. Maybe try not to rent a place as a living landlord, but obviously the experiences vary, because Aya currently lives in.
Yeah, currently now I live in a house share,
Yeah.
and my living landlord is lovely.
Yeah, it's like a landlord is absolutely amazing, but for me, I had a very bad experience. I mean, it's not gonna be like the same wherever you go, so you just need to be careful when you want to rent.
But with the accommodation, it's just set rules. It's always like you can have visitors allowed, just follow the procedure. But with living landlords, it's really flexible. You know, yeah.
I think the last thing we're gonna talk about is like in terms of using the facilities in the house you live in. For example, like in private accommodation, because you've already paid rent and maybe the bills are included, which is definitely a good idea if you be renting privately. Don't ever rent a place where you have to like pay bills separately, because that's gonna be extra money for you.
Yeah.
And I mean, what I live like when you've paid bills and everything, that means you have like washing machine, everything, like your electricity, gas, everything is covered. But I think in uni accommodation you have to pay to use the washing machine, which I found a bit odd. How is that?
So you have to go through a long process of going on the internet on your phone, going through this thing called circuits, and then paying it through there. Minimum is like £5 on your card.
Right.
It's like £2.20 for washing and £1 for drying, which is it is a lot.
I mean, you have to think before you even wash your clothes.
Yeah, I have to really pile my clothes before I wash it. I can't just be like a few just bits and bobs and then wash it because of the money, literally. But it's also like you have to commute a little bit to go to the laundrette, because there's just like 2 across the whole campus at UEL. So for someone who lives in the furthest block, they have to carry their washing all the way and then pay to use it. And then, in my experience, there's a lot of people that just leave their washing there.
Oh dear, that is so not nice.
And it just fills up everything, and then And then I've seen people actually just take out, well, after like someone's just waiting there for ages, and then they just open the washing machine, take out other person's washing, and then use it. They just throw it on the floor.
Ooh, seriously?
Yeah.
That's not nice.
That's nasty.
Like, I mean, but obviously if you put your clothes in the washing machine, you should be like sensible enough to go get it on time. But like, not just take someone's clothes and just dump it on the floor.
So just moral of the
need
story.
to wash it.
Moral of the story: you wash your clothes in the laundrette there. Put an alarm on your phone because they need to take it out immediately. Otherwise, the door's gonna be unlocked anyway afterwards for the washing.
God.
So, like, you need to be on it.
On time.
On time. Yeah.
I think that is everything we've got for like living in private accommodation and unit accommodation. I'm just gonna say, like, if you definitely like want to live in private accommodation like I did, open your eyes very well when you want to like rent a place. Go on spare room, easy roommates and the likes, and try to find a good place to rent. Don't just like, I don't know, see that, oh, this place is so cheap, I'm just gonna jump at it and then just like start living there, because you may have like the worst experience ever. But obviously you may get a place that's like super cheap and you still have like the best experience. So you can't really tell what will happen basically. So you just need to be very careful. But I'd say again that like I would definitely still recommend someone to like go to live in unit accommodation because of the experience, because of the fact that you
definitely
make
for
more
first year.
friends.
Definitely for first year.
Yeah.
It's easy to make friends. Easier to get to uni, and it's easier to settle down. Most importantly, especially if you're moving away from home, from family, it's definitely like a recommendation. But then afterwards, it's up to you really. Yeah,
I mean, just even if you like move out and get a place afterwards, just try to live in uni accommodation for first year. Get the feel of the uni, to make friends, to just like settle down properly, and then afterwards you may decide to actually move out or stay in uni accommodation until the end. And is there anything else I would like to add?
I think that is all really.
Yeah. I think we've covered everything, and thank you for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed today's video, if you would like to see a beautiful face again, let us know in the comment section, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.